Hello, are you ready for reading? Alrighty, so let's review of all the skills we learned yesterday. So one of them was to book talk with someone at your house. What was the story about? The other one is to using our fingers to point when we are reading. The other one was to use picture clues. So we look at the picture to kind of give us a clue what is the word in the story. Also, to use the first sound, find the name of the letter, make the sound that the letter makes, and that will give us a clue of what's the letter, but what's the sound or the word. All right, and this one is that when we put sounds together, we can read the word. All right, so that was a good review from yesterday. Today, we're going to do something different, and let me share my screen so you guys can see the objective for today. All right, so for today, our objective is I can answer questions and make connections using text evidence. So for that, you're going to need this page. Let's see if I can switch. Oh. All right. So for this one, you're going to need that page from your packet. So if you want to go get it now and pause my video so you guys can go get that. You're also going to need pencil because we're going to connect our story with things around our house, and also you need crayons, okay? So if you need to go get that from your packet, you may pause the video, okay? So let's begin. Let me switch my camera. Click exit. All right, let me see right here. Perfect. Let me switch my camera. Here we go. All right. So you're gonna need that. That's how it looks like from your packet, okay? All right, at the very bottom, it says page 8. All right, so we read about one happy classroom, and in there, we can see there was people in the story, right? Who was the people in the story? The children. And where was the setting? Did it happen at home or at school? At school. Most of the part happened in our classroom, in the school, all right? So today, we will draw pictures in here, and maybe with someone's help at home, we can do some labeling. Labeling means that we're going to write at least the first letter of the word that matches the picture that you're going to write, okay? So we're going to write to tell, maybe people in our house because we are not in school. Maybe things you see around your house. How many things do you see around the house? You can use your school supplies too if you want to connect that to school to make it more of the one happy classroom story. All right, so and here our activity says draw a picture of people, places, or things you see in your school or classroom. But in this case, since we're not in school, we're going to say at home or your work area at home if you have a little special place at your house where you do all your schoolwork. And then it says write a label that tells how many people, places, or things are in your picture. Because remember, in the one classroom, it says 2 happy teachers, 6 great listeners, 5 show and tellers. So they were using numbers as well, number words, to tell a story in the classroom. So let's begin. All right. So let's see. I'm going to use my classroom because I am in your classroom. And I'm going to draw. What can I draw? Oh, I know. I'm going to draw this. I'm going to use shapes. So I'm going to use the shape of a square. And I'm going to do a line inside. There we go. And then it has this little thing right here. Here we go. And then right in front of it has this long rectangle shape. Can you guess what I'm drawing already? And then in the big rectangle shapes, there's a bunch of little squares in there. And there's another rectangle shape in there. Can you take a good guess at what Ms. Cervantes is drawing? Now remember, you don't have to do the same thing as I'm doing. You can look around your house. I'm just looking on my computer. So this is where it says write a label that tells how many. So how many computers do you see? Do you see one or two? One computer. Now, if you don't know your number words, that's okay. You can use numbers like the number 1. If you only draw one thing, if you draw two things and you say, I see 2 pencils, or I see 2 clocks in my house, I see 4 chairs, and you have to do a picture of that. So I'm gonna write like on the book, 1, and what did I draw? Computer. And this is what they say labeling. So I'm going to try to make all the letter sounds, and I'm going to use this power right here where I am going to start with the first sound that I hear. So the first sound that I hear is k, k. All right. Letter C makes the k sound. K, k, peep. Pew, 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 computer, computer. These are all the letter sounds that I hear in computer. So 1 computer. There we go, period. Alrighty, now once you're finished doing your picture and trying to label at least the first letter, okay? I am not looking for you to write all the letters that make that computer word, but I'm looking for you to put letter sounds together, okay? Now remember, if you don't know how to spell your number words, you can use numbers. This will be another way to write it. Look, 1, computer, period. You can use number symbols, okay? All right, so I'm gonna color my picture now. And my computer is black. All right, try to draw pictures that you see around your house, okay? Things that are around your house. You can actually draw your family. Say 2 people, 1 mommy, 1 daddy. 3 people, 1 mommy, 1 daddy, 1 brother, 1 sister. Okay? All right. And I'm gonna do the keyboards. There we go. Those little squares are too tiny for me to write letters, but that's what normally are in the keyboard. Letters. All right. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Have a good day.